Charlie and Dick in the morning, WFBG. Charlie and Dick in the morning, sounds like fun to me. Charlie's cool as can be, with Dick's vulgarity. Charlie and Dick in the morning, WFBG. Charlie and Dick in the morning, WFBG.
Yeah.
Dr. Carol Stuart, Animal Science and Stories. Good morning to you.
Good morning, salami smuggler.
You didn't have to bring that up again.
I had not heard that one before. I will say that.
To me,
yeah,
too.
not heard it. And today, coincidentally, we're talking about snakes.
Exactly. That's why I thought, boy, is that ironic. Is there synchronicity in this universe?
There is. Oh, my goodness.
And to think in an hour this is going to be on YouTube.
Well, he's working on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't be in an hour because he has to go to school.
Oh,
jeez. That's right.
Slacker.
Yeah. God bless you.
We wanted to talk about snakes this morning.
Yes.
And, of course, nobody's ambivalent about snakes.
Nobody. I agree.
That's not true. I am ambivalent about snakes. I don't care one way or the other. I hate spiders. But snakes,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm scared of snakes.
Are you?
If you're moving firewood and you see a snake, you're going to have an immediate gut reaction.
Well, probably, yeah. You're right.
See, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
No one's ambivalent about them.
Yeah.
You may see an earthworm crawling across your path and say, big deal.
Yeah.
You see a snake across your path and you're going to have an emotional response.
You probably will, yeah.
Sure.
And, there have been a ton of studies done on emotional responses to snakes, and nobody's really come up with a really definite explanation for this. Is it a cellular memory? Is it a racial memory?
They slither, Carol. Nothing good slithers.
They can fit anywhere.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And they lay in like heat.
Well, that's one of the things with snakes is they do depend on the environment in order to keep their body temperature regulated.
Now, how do they do it in the winter?
Well, they hibernate.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's approximately 18 non-venomous species in Pennsylvania and 3 venomous species, 2 being rattlesnakes and the other being the copperhead.
Yeah.
And all of the venomous snakes give birth to live young, which surprised me. I didn't know that.
I thought they were eggs. Yeah.
Well, a lot of species do lay eggs.
Right.
And they lay them primarily late summer. Well, the eggs hatch or they give birth late summer or fall. And it takes 8 to 12 months for these embryos or these eggs to develop.
Really?
Yeah, surprised me too. Who knew? And rattlesnakes don't give birth until they're 3 to 7 years old when they're fully mature.
Yeah.
And some non-venomous snakes take 2 to 3 years to give birth or lay eggs again. Yeah, this was really surprising stuff to me. I didn't know that.
Now, I have a forested hillside. I have never seen a snake there. I have probably seen snakes less than 5 times in my life. I mean, wild snakes.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because I go to barns.
And they're in barns?
Well, they like to hang around barns.
Yeah.
In fact, if I could find a black snake to bring home, I'd be a happy camper.
A black snake?
Oh, my, yes.
Why?
They're great for rodent control.
Oh.
Absolutely. We have...
so's decon. And, I mean...
But I've got the dogs.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the snakes than the decon.
Right.
Yeah.
And we do have a lot of garter snakes around, but... I always know when the big snakes are coming off the mountain because my chipmunk population drops to 0.
Maybe I should put a snake out there for the squirrels.
The squirrels, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, black snakes, if they can nab them, we'll get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all snakes in Pennsylvania are protected, and if you want to and there are some snakes you're allowed to capture and keep, but you have to go to the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission and check the list. If they are an A snake, which means abundant, you can keep them, but if they're protected or threatened, you can't.
Carol, why do people seem to collect pythons more than anything else?
I don't know. I think it's a novelty, just like people who keep 5-foot alligators in Florida.
Yeah.
But it's funny, the python issues. I watched an article or a show on, I think it was Discovery, about the invasion of large snakes in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, pythons, anacondas, even 12-foot anaconda in your backyard.
That's another reason not to live in Florida.
Yeah, they can squeeze the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Well, those are constrictors, yeah. And we do have some constrictors here in Pennsylvania, but, they're not big enough to hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
The water moccasins, how do they swim in the water with shoes?
Cute. Well, maybe they have little Indian shoes on it, or waterproof.
Yeah. Now, are they poisonous?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The one time I remember coming in contact, I mean, I didn't really come in contact, but it was in the area. We were in Boy Scouts. We were having the mile swim at this little stream up northern Pennsylvania. And all of a sudden, I see all these kids just splashing their way to get out. They're going toward the shore, and they all just suddenly scatter in the water. And there's a snake right in the middle of the water. Now, I mean, if you have a snake in the water, you're not waiting to find out what kind it is.
No,
That's just it. And, venomous snakes have a pupil like a cat. It's a vertical slit.
Yeah.
Non-poisonous snakes have a round pupil like humans.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
But if you're that close, you're probably too close.
It might be too late for you to run.
Right.
Well, rattlesnakes, thank goodness, generally will coil and rattle before they strike. It's the copperheads that are so dangerous.
Yeah.
Because they always do a threat strike. The minute they're startled, they strike.
Ooh.
The good side of this is their venom is the least toxic of the three.
I was going to say, how much do we have to worry about death when we get these venoms in us?
Well, if it's a strike from a copperhead and it's the first strike, they generally don't inject a lot of venom. But if it's the second one where they chomp, you're probably in deep trouble.
Uh-oh.
So you need to get into a hospital. I actually had one of my Airedales nab a copperhead one time, and it kept striking on his face, right in the middle of the body. And fortunately, he had that really thick, fuzzy hair around his muzzle.
Right.
And, of course, I pulled the snake off of him and killed it and ran him to the vet's office, and he's saying, "Can't help you.
Yeah.
We don't have any antivenom."
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't keep antivenom here. So, basically you treat the symptoms.
Yeah.
But as far as getting antivenom for your dog, it's not going to happen.
Wow.
Wow.
So I did meet a really great guy. I was looking around for someone who did snake control, and his name is Jeff Dugan, and he lives down in King, and he actually does trap snakes and removes them from your property.
Yeah.
And he's licensed by the state, and bright guy, very, very nice fellow. And if anybody's having a snake problem, don't kill the snake.
Yeah.
Call this guy and have them removed, because snakes really are beneficial.
Yeah.
And they provide, an incredible advantage to rodent control. That's why people let them around their barns.
Snakes are a lot like a lot of other things. I just want to know where they are, and I won't go there.
Well, the key is don't stick your hands in places that you can't see.
Yeah.
A lot of times people, especially with copperheads, people who are fishing and they're sitting on the rocks and they disturb the snake, and believe me, I've been chased by copperheads. They will chase you off their territory.
Wow.
But Jeff Dugan's number is 710-7678.
Okay. Hey,
Okay,
we're going to have to move to the
Yeah,
news
we
here.
are.
I'll get this up on the website, WFBG.com.
Okay, and I'll get my kiddo to do the YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Talk to you tomorrow,
Carol.
Bye-bye.
It's 28 past 7.
Does joint pain get in the way of your day? Does pain keep you from doing things you enjoy?